Cześć, ja jestem Bartazar, to jest kolejny odcinek z serii Follett Filary Ziemi. W dzisiejszym odcinku nadal szukamy Jacka. Czy on jest na placu budowy katedry, w środku kultury, w ważnym i portowym mieście? Ja myślę, że on poszedł tu.
We had just left tour when I suddenly felt dizzy. I stopped and made rest, trying to my horror, our baby too had grown pale, his breath shallow like that of an old man. I tried not to panic.
Zawróć i wypocznij.
Back in tour, the fever got worse. I remember people carrying me into a room, laying me on. When I awoke, Jack was standing. He scolded me for following him. You know you could go anywhere you want, he whispered. Why be stupid? I tried to answer, but he just opened the window and jumped out, heading toward ancient Greece, or maybe...
Ale masz schizy, tej gorączki? Fajnie. Oje. Dobra, poszedł do Arabii. I tego nie grali jeszcze.
The further I went, the angrier I got. For years I'd been fighting for my family. I'd committed myself to an oath to my father. I'd built up a business to sustain it, and I'd known nothing but my duty to the men in my life, while the man I was trying to find lived a life of casual irresponsibility. He traveled the... When could I ever do anything just for myself?
Nie? Miejsce wielkiej porażki. Słuchajcie, bo chodzimy o Tours do Knightsbridge, do Arabii, do Grecji.
I traveled in a circle all the way to the edge of the world and back, only to return to the place of our failure. With my eyes closed, I listened to the sound of...
Chyba ona mała schizy. Już? Wypoczęłaś?
When the last moat had settled, I opened my eyes again and found myself in a dirty little room. No, oh dear God, he still...
Nakarm go, może jest głodny.
I tried to feed him, but he refused.
Okay.
Oh, please, God, let him live. I gently caressed his head until finally he put his mouth to my breast, and we had both been spared. We
A? Co dalej? Muszę podziękować Bogu za oszczędzenie życia naszego dziecka. Pan kościoła. Módl się. Ostrołuk, plac budowy. Figurka Matki Boskiej. O, przy figurce się pomodlimy. Chyba tak to działa, nie?
I thank you, dear.
All right, steady now.
I thank you for having... I thank you.
Don't let go until it's done.
But why are you showing mercy on me?
To spadnie.
I failed everyone I cared about.
Yes.
I failed Jack. I failed, and if I never return, I would... It's just that I feel like I've always... And this may be the very... Maybe I should just go back. Maybe Jack doesn't even...
Daje się. Amen. Amen. O, pornik robiony przez Jacka.
I've seen one of the...
It's amazing, isn't it? The man who did that really had it in him.
Terminator. Jakie imię? Znałam go kiedyś. To były czasy.
He always did.
Oh, you knew?
Yes, but...
It's a shame that in just 1 month he...
The master builder said...
The two didn't really see eye to eye. To tell you the truth, everyone thinks the last thing Jack did was... It was the one thing the master... Then when he was done...
Your master...
Jacques worked very hard. He was impatient and had a temper, but conquering that rock was very...
Oh. Do you happen to know...
He wanted to walk the pilgrim trail to...
The Camino? The way of saying...
He said he might find someone there.
Just one more thing.
Relieved, I guess. He seemed ready for something new.
Thank you so much for...
Think nothing, and good luck on your travels.
Świetnie, wiemy gdzie się udać. Już mniej więcej. W tego miejscu.
Isn't it odd? Just when you stop looking, like these 3 devices that one of my merchants brought back from Baghdad.
Oh no. Is it another? They're not toys, Adriel.
I will let my valued friend.
O, jest. Jack. Mandero.
Jack.
Ja bym mógł. Co to za rzeźba?
For one, let me draw your attention to the magnificent songbird on the table. On second, otherwise the other 2 devices.
I agree.
And then to that wondrous donkey next to the entrance. Although the most astounding thing of all stands right between them.
Świeca?
That statuette. Haha, precisely.
Rashid nie może dowiedzieć się, że spaliłem katedrę.
Let us let Jack decide what to demonstrate first.
Panicznie śpiewający ptak.
And now we need.
Trochę wody.
No, it's too heavy.
Potrzebujemy coś, do czego można nabrać wody. Coś. O tak. Pusty.
He likes to take his
To
time,
tu.
doesn't he?
Jak nie, chłopiec, spieszę się jak mogę. Tak. Wchodź na zbiornik z wodą, to się musi zagotować i ptaszek będzie śpiewał, tak?
It's so beautiful. Just listen.
Fajne! Na parę wodną. Panu Musa.
How marvelous!
How does
Świetne.
it work?
Maybe it's a.
Right.
Go on.
Na parę wodną.
There's a hidden wheel. It turns an axle that in return, these cylinders work like fingers. But who is steam? Steam? Yes. When I open the power of steam. Of course! Let's not get... What else?
Anyone care for some?
Thank you, my daughter. We will have some.
Mind if I what?
Of course.
Dobra, weź.
Oh, who is this man, Rashid?
Jack is a friend of the house.
Weź świeczkę jeszcze.
A brilliant man. A
Pełni to.
scholar and a talented artist.
I could watch this man.
Just the other day, he explained Euclid to me.
Paniczny osioł. Zalej go wodą? Czy co to
What
trzeba?
is that? A Greek who wrote a book called The Elements of Geometry.
Dobra, osiołek napełniony. I co nam to daje? Tyle, że...
Watch that. Just any moment now. There. Did you see? It threw up. Rashid, off! Would you kindly explain?
Objaśnij.
You see that bowl floating? At the bottom of that bowl is a small hole. Once it's full, it sinks. This, in return,
Thus resetting,
if you timed it perfectly, you could make it drop a ball.
turning it into a clock.
For me, it's still...
Show
One could join those two and build a singing one song after.
Super pomysł.
That would be...
I know. You could be the.
Oh, that would be unfair. It's...
I would let you have it.
You still haven't? Of course, Jack. The Egyptians
Kurka.
translated it into Arabic, and now the Englishmen are turning it into Latin. Oh, you will love this. Just watch.
How very peculiar.
Umieścić ją w chłodzie. W chłodzie. W stoliku? A, w cieniu w sensie.
And now,
Just be patient. It takes to do...
is it crying? Isn't that
No.
Rashid?
We have no idea.
Rashid, We all know that there is no... And this piece of wood is... I very much agree, but so far...
All we know for certain is that her glassy eyes shed...
Like a plant. Like dew.
Rosa?
The only difference is the surface. That's all.
I think you...
Am I? Of course, I had no... But if you can find out why there's dew gathering on... So, who wants...
I'll have some.
Your daughter is quite some... I know. I'd rather she wasn't. It would make marrying her off.
Oh, I'm certain that was... Maybe the dew... Water that stays hidden when it's hot.
Nie. Tu się martwimy o jakieś głupie rzeczy. A ta sobie idzie z dzieckiem.
The pilgrim trails across France converged at there. The group of 20 or so pilgrims who had been traveling along. Some were prosperous citizens, some probably on... Several languages were spoken, including Flemish, and nevertheless there was no lack of communication among them. And as we crossed the period, while my baby and I kept mostly to ourselves.
Dobrze, dobrze. Co dalej?
Ganz schön frech, die mit ihrem Kind.
O. Nie rozumiem.
Hush now.
Nie płacz, maleńki, nie płacz. Zanuś mu piosenkę czeka. Lepiej? Połóż dziecko.
Richtig dreist. Kann ein Mann nicht einfach mal seine Ruhe haben? Der Weg aus Babenberg war doch anstrengend genug.
Okej.
Sorry. He has to cry himself out before he'll fall asleep.
O ile rozumiecie.
It will give you a strong voice one. Do you have children?
Połóż to dziecko jeszcze raz.
Ein Kind hat ja auch gar nichts verloren. Stimmt doch, oder?
Jetzt ist aber gut.
Dobra, chodź na spacerek. Pokój dziecko.
Dear Lord, what you should get out.
My ring, dear Lord.
Szuka pierścienia, tak?
I don't want to leave it behind. It's too... The cold will...
I can't leave.
Pomóż kobiecie. Czekaj, muszę dzieciaka...
Tomorrow.
Tak, wróć do obozowiska.
Come back
Szukaj
to me.
pierścienia.
Please come back to me.
Okej. Czekaj tu, w tych krzakach może.
Where are you? Where did you go?
Tu? Jest, widzę. Świeci się na złoto. Mamy pierścionek. Ale znaleźne się należy jakiś. A mam go. Trzymaj.
I found it.
Yes. Oh, thank you. Are a very...
I'm glad I...
Yeah.
No i fajnie. Mini questik. Lekki, łatwy i przyjemny.
I can see...
It was a gift. She thought I would stay forever.
Czego ty szłaś?
Why did you...
Oh, I thought I didn't. She always said I was her daughter, but I was so selfish and so...
Are you getting...
I am.
Że nie byłaś szczęśliwa.
Maybe you...
I was very young and thought, but in the end, the cold there made me sick.
Was courageous. You did what your heart...
I was stupid.
Ah, that's why...
Yes. So I'm just not as kind as you.
No właśnie.
Actually, I too am trying to make... I was told he went...
You will know.
Not soon enough. It's still 4
4
weeks.
tygodnie.
He'll be there. I'm sure.
I hope so. I just feel that with every... And that the only thing I can allow myself...
Młody. Spokój się.
Hey, not long now.
Dobra. Camino de Santiago. Tak, świętego Jakuba. Paku świętego Jakuba.
The woman's name was Alba. She came from a small town somewhere in Catalonia. I quickly got used to her constantly feeling out for her stepmother's ring. I wasn't sure if she appreciated my company, but I couldn't leave her on her own either. By the time we reached Los Arcos, she'd stopped talking.
Idziemy dalej.
Alba believed herself to be of weak mind and body, and yet she walked the Camino with a strong sense of purpose that willed her onward. But what was there to forgive? My decision to marry Alfred had been in the best interest of the people of Shiring. It was a sacrifice I had to make.
Do Leona, chodźmy.
Around Lyon, the path began to gradually turn uphill. It was only 2 more weeks till we'd reached Santiago.
Nie? Dalej.
After Astorga, the trail got more difficult. Alba became slower and slower, and we had to rest more. She became...
Powolutku do przodu.
The next morning, she refused to get up. Her breathing was disturbingly shallow, and she hardly noticed me touching her.
Zostać, odejść. Zostanę na chwilę przy niej.
Of course, I stayed with her. I brought her food and water and sat by her side. But day after day, her condition grew worse.
Ile jeszcze zostało?
I'd hardly known her. And most of the time, she'd tried to push me away, as if she... It wasn't until a few moments before she died that... I still like to believe that here, in this unlikely place, dying... When I left, that thought still haunted me. To see that a journey...
Chciałem pomóc, a wyszło jak zawsze. Jaką ja bym decyzję widzę nie podjął, to ktoś umiera. Miesiącu wędrówki, ło!
After months of hard travel, the child and I finally... In the evening, we attended mass in the great cathedral. It was almost dawn when finally a priest...
I gospody. Dobry. Szukam Jacka.
Buenos dias.
Sinto chover.
No. I was told a friend, a red-haired Englishman...
Eu só te falo em galês.
Français? Have you seen a man? Jack? He's a mason.
Jack, pásanche por aquí. Buster, que...
I don't... I'm looking for a...
El logo anda...
Have you seen...
Pero, ¿por qué levas un libro en rip?
She doesn't...
Dziecko?
Okay.
See.
Duży z rudymi włosami? Daj nam żyć.
Can you give us some?
Pomida.
Se queres xantar, sinto-cho, pero non es a única...
Okej. Proszę końca.
Have you seen his Jack Jackson?
Vincent
What?
é un pe...
Oh, he's not a.
Entón, quen ven sendo?
He's
Mural.
amazing.
Oi,
Pokaż coś.
Um,
Murowanie, kielnia, betoniarka. Nie,
let's
wtedy
show
nie
you
było.
something. She knows that. Now I need to somehow tell.
Katedra? Lubi takie coś murować?
He's a mason.
Ah,
See, a mason.
por aquí non me pode...
Oín falar dun masón que dis que se dedica a traducir libros en Toledo.
Polo visto, di que se chama Jack.
Yes, Jack.
Non sei cal será os se tan desesperado.
Entón,
Brał się do Toledo.
He went to.
A Toledo marchou.
di que o teu Jack...
All right. So, Grassini, I just pray.
Czy ktoś umie tłumaczyć? Nie, zrypałem, pójdę z buta, nie wiadomo pod co. Zdrówka do Toledo. O, że on przyszedł z Toledo. Miesiąc! Już 2 miechy chodzę z buta, szukam tego rudego. 2 miesiące mi z alimentami zalegasz, synek. Toledo. Puk, puk. Dzień dobry.
Buenos dias. Parlez-vous français?
Of course.
I was told.
Who told you this?
A group of scholars. They said he used to translate old scriptures.
Please wait here.
O, znalazłem! Czy Jack naprawdę tu jest? Fontanna, pobawmy się fontanną. Ostrołuki, filary, to coś nie tak szybko. Gaduj zamożnego kupca. Co to? Nie! Wąż, nie wąż. Zajrzyj do środka. Konkretnie lukniemy. Łaź jak do siebie. Proca. To jest jego proca.
It's him.
Jack tu był. O, dobra, wyjdźmy stąd. O, dzień dobry. Ja tylko tam luknąłem sobie i zabrałem procę Jacka. Mam nadzieję, że się pani nie gniewa.
Oh, there you are. May I ask who let you stroll around our house?
I travelled hundreds of miles. A scholar told me that.
Yes, my servant told... My father's not here at the moment. Unfortunately, I must disappoint... What? Who allowed you inside?
Nie chciałem nikogo obrazić.
I didn't.
I just hope for your sake, every piece in there is precious to my father. I'm sorry. I think you should know that Jack and I... Maybe we should go. The sun's burning, and my mother doesn't need...
O, już się zaręczył, Menda.
Jack told me about you. You're the one who rejected. And now you...
I'm here.
Lowciam go.
He always said that he had come here, but instead, he found... When he and my father met, it was love at first sight. But in the end, Jack would always start to... Rib vaults and pointed windows. He'd ramble on about it for hours. and stare
Świetnie.
up at
Dawaj
that
Jacka
ceiling.
i spadamy. Najce kogoś
We
innego.
three sat here for hours and talked. And then so many strange ideas about the future.
You're talking.
Well, my father had offered him work. He would have been well off and free to... But in the end, he refused. Tell me, did you really marry his stepbrother?
No, w sumie tak. Musiałam to zrobić.
It was the hardest, but it also felt like a sacrifice. It was all for. I thought I had no choice. Believe me.
I do.
O, chociaż...
You know, he left me because of you.
Piękne.
Even after all you did to him, he couldn't. You can be glad that you ran into me and not my mother.
He can.
But apart from that, we made our peace with him. Father even gave him one of his favorite, a small wooden statue with...
Would you mind telling me?
He went to Paris to work on the cathedral.
Serio?
He said he never found out about his father. So
Paris?
Yes, if you find him there.
Dzięki, dzięki.
Thank
To
you.
być elegancki.
And all the best to your
Thank you. What is the child?
Well, he has none yet.
Isn't that a bit silly?
Maybe. But it's his right to have it.
Then off to Paris.
He will get one.
O,
Thank you.
tyle czasu chodzić za nim. Też by się pofatygował. Nie mów, że ona idzie z buta do Paryża. Przecież to jest ile z buta pójdzie.
I travelled back along the way of St. James, passing through Astorga, Lyon and Burgos.
Ojej.
I crossed the Pyrenees, revisiting Bordeaux, Angoulême. If Jack really was there...
Wymierzę mu policzek. My pogadać. Oj, sobie kolego porozmawiamy. Alimenty zaległe wszystkie, zobaczysz. O, nie będzie tak, że matka będzie łazić z dzieckiem po całej Hiszpanii. Ty sobie będziesz siedział nie wiadomo gdzie. I? Paryż. Ale taki dziwny Paryż. I stary. Nie to stare czasy. Dobra. Nie pogrążam się bardziej. Bazylika Saint-Denis. To tu, to tam, tak, taram, tam, tam. Dobra. Musimy znaleźć Jacka. Ok, moi mili, ale to zrobimy w kolejnym odcinku, ponieważ ten dobiegł końca. Ja jak zwykle zachęcam was tylko do zasubskrybowania mojego kanału. Jeśli jeszcze tego nie robicie, polećcie go proszę też swoim znajomym. Niech wpadną, niech zobaczą. Piszcie komentarze, łapki w górę, mile widziane. Zapraszam was też na moje social media oraz na moje live'y, do których linki są standardowo pod każdym filmem. A my widzimy się w kolejnym nagraniu. Do zobaczenia. Cześć!